What about your result of last semester?
Very well. It was
Well,
good. Yes.
Alhamdulillah. So how is doing everything in your quarantine time?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing in your quarantine time?
Not yet, sir. But
That means how your life is going on in this moment, in
Oh.
this situation?
there, really, in our village, we are living in Rajabasa. Everything is very hard. We have a special,
You live
special
near Raja,
lockdown.
you live
Yeah.
Raja Bazaar?
Yes, sir. We have special lockdown.
That's the most dangerous area right now.
Yes, sir.
So what about others? Engineer Kaneko and Said. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I cannot see you. You just on inside with audio, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Just listen to me. Okay. Uh, can you remember anything? The topics I have covered for this semester in your previous classes?
Yes, sir.
Remember everyone? Or should I repeat something?
Last class, sir.
Sorry?
Last class.
Should I repeat class?
Yes, sir. There's little bit misconception of last class.
What was the topic of last class? I forget. Can you please remind me?
Modulation factor, sir. Modulation factor.
Yes, I know the modulation. I started modulation from the very first class. But what was the particular topics that I have covered in last class? A mathematical problem?
Sir, not about math, sir, but the conversion of the signals.
Sorry, Morose?
The conversion of the signals.
I didn't get you. Can you please text me? Chat.
Okay.
Okay. Modulation factor. Okay, I'm trying to start a new topic. I'll share my screen. Okay.
Wadaa laguma hayo. Maxaa kugu dhacay? Soo gash.
Okay, Murase, see modulation
Right.
factor. Okay, modulation factor indicates
Yes, sir.
strongness of your modulation. That means how much you modulate your carrier signal. That can be explained from the modulation factor. That means if your modulation factor is more, that is you are highly modulated your carrier signal, because we know that is there will be more deviation of your amplitude. You see in this one, okay. That is, you see, this is the amplitude of your carrier
Aniga
signal.
waxba lagama maqlo niyo.
This is the amplitude of your carrier signal, but here your amplitude of the carrier signal varies. And if your modulation factor is more, the amplitude of carrier signal will vary more. If your modulation factor is less, the amplitude variation of your carrier signal will be less. Or in other words, you can say Today, sir, if the modulation factor is more, that means the more stronger will be the modulation. If the modulation factor is less, the modulation will be less strong. And from theoretically, you know, modulation
Sir.
factor is the ratio. Yes.
Sir, we cannot hear you, sir. Your speaks very low.
Very low. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello everyone, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Speak very low, sir.
Stick below. Then maybe you should increase your volume because I am okay from here.
معلك ما مقلي سندوك.
عايز أروح.
Everyone listens to me or only his problem? What about others?
Little bit problem.
Little bit problem?
Yes.
But everything is okay from my side. Okay. My speaker volume is maximum, okay. And so I have nothing to do from here. Please check your side. Okay, as I am saying, that means your if the modulation factor is more, that means the amplitude variation of your carrier signal will be more. If the modulation factor is less, then the amplitude variation of your carrier signal will be less. Here, and you know, you cannot modulate your signal very high, because if you modulate your signal, that means there are three types of modulation factor: critical modulation. There are three types of modulation. You say critical modulation, under modulation, and over modulation. And you know that you cannot go for over modulation. Over modulation means when the amplitude of your audio signal will be more than that of the carrier signal. In that case, you cannot receive your modulated signal properly because the signal will be distorted. So you cannot take your modulation factor greater than 1. That is, when the modulation factor will be greater than 1, it will be over modulated. So when the modulation factor will be greater than 1, that means you modulate your signal very high. So you cannot do that. If you do so, then your signal cannot be received in the receiving end. The signal will be distorted. So most of the cases, the modulation factor should be kept less than 1. Okay, that means it's under modulation. That means your amplitude of your audio signal should be less than that of the carrier signal. In onwards from the modulation factor, you can gauge the strength or the intensity of modulation. Okay, Muraz sir?
Okay, sir.
Should we start a new topic today?
Yes, sir.
I think we can go for a new topic, okay?
Yes, sir. Next.
I didn't start frequency
Yes,
modulation, right? Okay, listen. Today our amplitude modulation is all done, and you will summarize what I have studied, what I have taught you about this amplitude modulation. Today I will start frequency modulation. Clear?
Okay.
Amplitude modulation is done up to today, up to today's class. So today I will start frequency modulation. Please take it, look at very carefully.
Yes, sir.
You see frequency modulation. Okay. We know the amplitude modulation means when the amplitude of your carrier signal is changed according to the amplitude of the audio signal. So similarly, in case of frequency modulation, we need same things. That means we need a carrier signal, we need a audio signal or modulating signal, the signal we want to transmit in the receiving end. So you need basically two signals, audio signal or modulating signal. You see, we need our modulating signal here, or audio signal you can say. Also you need a carrier signal, okay? And we know carrier signal means it's very high frequency signal, maybe 500 kilohertz or 600 kilohertz, and we need a audio signal. So in this case, your frequency of the carrier signal will be changed according to the amplitude of the audio signal. Okay, that means the frequency of this carrier signal, frequency of this carrier signal will be changed or will be varied according to the amplitude of your audio signal. So this type of modulation is known as frequency modulation. You see here definition when the frequency of carrier wave is changed in accordance with the intensity of the signal is called frequency modulation. So similar to that amplitude modulation, just a difference is that in case of amplitude modulation, we have to change, we have to vary amplitude of carrier signal, but here we will vary the frequency of the carrier signal. So you see from this diagram, okay, how we can change the amplitude of the how we can change that is for how the frequency of the carrier signal will be changed. Just let me clear. Please you do not draw it. Okay, let me draw. Okay, you do not need to draw something. It will cause trouble for me. Okay, that means for in this FM modulation, how the frequency of the carrier signal will be varied. Let me clarify. So you see, there is a fixed frequency of the carrier signal. There will be a fixed frequency of the carrier signal. Let it would be a 500 kilohertz. Okay, let it would be a 500 kilohertz. That means we are taking two signals, a carrier signal of 500 kilohertz and audio signal of 100 kilohertz. And you see the total frequency of this modulated wave, because this is the modulated wave. You see, this is the FM signal, that is frequency modulated wave, and also this is the frequency modulated wave. There will be basically three signals. One is the center frequency. One is the center frequency. Okay, center frequency, maximum frequency, maximum, minimum. You see, your total frequency modulated signal will, that is, the frequency will vary from the minimum to the maximum. The frequencies of this modulated FM modulated signal will vary from the minimum frequency to the maximum frequency, and sometimes it will be of your center frequency. Center frequency means this your 500 kilohertz. Just take a look. Just take a look right now. What I am saying. You see, just is starting. When you modulate, when your amplitude of the audio signal increases, when your amplitude of the audio signal increases, the frequency of your carrier signal will be increased. Okay, that means with the increase of your amplitude of audio signal, the frequency of the FM carrier signal will starts increasing. So the frequency of the carrier signal will be maximum when the amplitude of your audio signal becomes maximum. At the point B, you see at the point B, the amplitude of your audio signal becomes maximum. So at this point B, you see at this point B, the frequency of your modulated signal becomes maximum. That is again when the amplitude of your audio signal starts decreasing, again when the amplitude of your audio signal starts decreasing here at this moment, then the frequency of the carrier signal starts decreasing. You see, at this point C, the amplitude of your audio signal becomes 0. So at this point, that means at the point C, you see here at the point C, okay, this point at the point C, the frequency of the carrier signal will be same as that of the normal frequency, that means your center frequency. So right now it starts with the 500 kilohertz when the point A, that means the when the amplitude of audio signal 0, again increasing with the amplitude, your frequency of the carrier signal starts increasing. At the point B becomes maximum frequency. Again, with the reduction of amplitude, the frequency of your carrier signal starts decreasing. And at the point C, there is no amplitude of audio signal. So at the point C, there will be just normal carrier frequency. You see again, your amplitude starts increasing in the opposite direction, right? Your amplitude starts increasing in the opposite direction. You see, your amplitude starts increasing in the opposite direction. So again, your frequency starts decreasing. From this point, that is from point C to point D, as your amplitude starts increasing in the opposite direction. So from that point C to D, your frequency of the carrier signal starts decreasing. So at this point D, at the maximum negative amplitude, your frequency will be the lowest. You see at this point D, your frequency will be the lowest, and that frequency is known as the minimum frequency. You see in this side I have written here minimum frequency. So again, when your amplitude starts decreasing from D to E, your frequency of the carrier signal again starts increasing. Okay, again it starts increasing from this minimum value. So when this amplitude reaches at the point E, that means at the zero amplitude level, your frequency becomes again normal. That means the frequency at this point will be the normal or center frequency 500 kilohertz. So after that E, again when amplitude starts increasing, the frequency of the carrier signal again starts increasing, and at the point F, the frequency will be maximum. Okay, again when the frequency starts decreasing, the frequency of the carrier signal starts decreasing, and at this point G, it will be the center frequency or the 500 kilohertz. And so you see, if I clear okay, if I say you that that means there will be a maximum frequency. That means in this case, okay, that is in case of frequency modulation, there will be a maximum frequency and there will be a minimum frequency and there will be a center frequency. And you see fixed, that will be fixed. That means center frequency is fixed 500 kilohertz, and your maximum frequency will be also fixed. Minimum frequency will be also fixed depending on the amplitude of the audio signal. So let's suppose in this case our maximum frequency. Okay, one thing you should know. In case of frequency modulation, there will be a frequency deviation. Okay, there will be a frequency deviation. Okay, frequency deviation. Okay, let's say for this case, your frequency deviation is 50 kilohertz. No, this frequency deviation 50 kilohertz is not constant. I say this frequency deviation 50 kilohertz is not constant. It basically depends on the amplitude of your audio signal. If you increases the amplitude of your audio signal, then the frequency deviation will increase. If you decreases the amplitude of your audio signal, the frequency deviation delay will decrease. So let's suppose for this case, that means your carrier signal is 500 kilohertz frequency, your audio signal frequency is 1 kilohertz, and we say that for this particular amplitude level, let's consider that our frequency deviation is 50 kilohertz. That means when the that means, so you know about frequency deviation. So we said that our frequency deviation is 50 kilohertz, and I already said you that means at this point. Okay, that means let's see our frequency deviation is 50 kilohertz. So I have already said to you that means at this maximum point, that is point B, at this point B your amplitude is maximum. That means at this point the frequency of the carrier signal will be maximum, and at this point C and point A and point E and point G. See these 4 points, point A, point C, point E, point G, there is no amplitude of the audio signal. So at this point, the frequency of your carrier signal will be just the center frequency of 500 kilohertz. So if you see here, point A and point C, you see point C here, and point E here, and point G here. So at this 4 point, your frequency will be just remain as normal frequency, that is 500 kilohertz frequency or the center frequency. But at the point B and point F, okay, at the point B and point F, you see at the point B and point F, as these are the peak, as these are the maximum amplitude of your audio signal. So at this point, your frequency of the carrier signal will be highest or the maximum. And what will be the maximum frequency? It will be the 500 plus your frequency deviation. That means 500 plus 50. As I have said that 50 kilohertz is your frequency deviation. Or in other words, you can say FC. FC is the center frequency. Okay, FC is the center frequency plus frequency deviation. So that will be your maximum frequency. So your maximum frequency will be here 550 kilohertz, right? Because I have said that I assume that my frequency deviation here is 50 kilohertz. So at this point B and point F, you will get your maximum frequency. And you see, I have told you at point D, as it is the negative peak. So at this point, your frequency will be the lowest or minimum. So at this point D, you see there will be a minimum frequency. So point D will be a minimum frequency. And what will be the minimum frequency? It will be 500 minus 50. So it will be 500 minus 50. Or in other words, you can say 450, right? So you have got already your minimum frequency 450. 450 kilohertz. You got your center frequency 500 kilohertz. You have got your maximum frequency 550 kilohertz, right? So you see something. That means I have taken a 500 kilohertz center frequency, and I have taken a audio signal of this one, a particular amplitude, and for this amplitude, my frequency deviation will be 50 kilohertz. So now the frequency we have already told you. That means frequency modulation means the frequency of the carrier signal will vary according to the amplitude of your audio signal. So how much frequency will vary from where to where? That is the range. The range of your frequency variation for this case will be from 450 hertz to 550 kilohertz. Some of the time it will be 450 kilohertz, some of the time it will be 460, 470, 480 kilohertz, 499 kilohertz, it will be 500 kilohertz. Again it will be 510 kilohertz, 520 kilohertz, and maximum it will be 550 50 kilohertz. So the total throughout the time from the starting from the finishing, your frequency will vary from this 450 kilohertz to 550 kilohertz. So the frequency deviation 50 kilohertz, this one basically will determine the maximum frequency and the minimum frequency. And you can increase the frequency deviation, and you can increase the frequency deviation. Okay. That means you can increase the frequency deviation if you increases the amplitude of your audio signal. So suppose you increase some of the amplitude of your audio signal. So in this case, your frequency deviation may be 100 kilohertz. So maybe you increases some of the amplitude of your audio signal. So in this case, your frequency deviation day length may be 100 kilohertz. Let's suppose the 100 kilohertz. So for this case, now your maximum frequency will be 600 kilohertz, because 500 kilohertz is your center frequency and 100 kilohertz is your deviation of frequency deviation. So it will be your 500 kilohertz is the center frequency, and your minimum frequency will be 400 kilohertz, right? Center frequency is maximum. It is your minimum. That means again, that means in this case, if you again increases the amplitude of your audio signal, your frequency deviation may increase. It may be 200 kilohertz. It may be 200 kilohertz. So in this case, your maximum frequency will be also increases. Your maximum frequency will also increases to 700 kilohertz. It will be 700 kilohertz now, and it will be 300 kilohertz now. Because maximum frequency means your center frequency plus frequency deviation, and your minimum frequency means center frequency minus frequency deviation. So this frequency deviation basically depends on the amplitude of your audio signal. You see, there are some key points. Okay, you see here. Have you understood that I have already explained or covered?
Yes, sir. We understand.
Swaib, Gidi, what about you? Abdul Qadir, Syed, everyone understood?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Sir,
Yes, no, sir.
sir, how we can determine frequency deviation of any frequency?
It's a frequency modulation, but frequency deviation is a term like that of modulation factor in case of amplitude modulation. Okay, that means you know, if amplitude modulation, in case of amplitude modulation, if the modulation factor is more, that means you say that you are strongly modulated your carrier signal. So in this case, if the frequency deviation is more, that means if the frequency deviation is more, in that case, you have modulated your carrier signal more. If the less frequency deviation, that means your modulation is very weak, very poor modulation. So in that case, modulation factor, but in case of frequency modulation, it is frequency deviation. In case of your amplitude modulation, if you increases the amplitude of your audio signal, at that case, your modulation factor will increase. In this case, in case of frequency modulation, if you increases the amplitude of your audio signal, your frequency deviation will increase. Mohammed, want to say anything?
No, sir.
No?
Yes, sir.
Anything I should answer, clarify, or everything clear?
Yes, sir. I got it.
Yeah, then should I proceed on next? Should I proceed on next topic or next? Should I continue next?
Yes, sir. Continue.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You see, there are some key points you will find here. You see the first point, that means C point A. The frequency deviation of FM signal depends on the amplitude of the modulating signal. That means audio signal. Okay. So as I said already, that means if you increases the frequency, if you increases the amplitude of your audio signal or modulating signal, the frequency deviation will increase. And see, now point B, the center frequency is the frequency without modulation or when the modulating voltage is zero. That means when the amplitude of your audio signal becomes zero, at that point, the frequency of the FM modulated wave will be the center frequency. That means at this point A, point C, point E. At this point, your amplitude of your audio signal becomes zero. So at this point, the frequency will be the center frequency. That means at this point, there will be no modulation as there is no amplitude of the audio signal. And the final point, point C, you see the audio frequency or the frequency or modulating signal does not determine frequency deviation. You see, that is, it is already written in the point A. Your frequency deviation depends on the amplitude of the audio signal. Your frequency deviation will not depend on the frequency of the audio signal. That means, you see here, in earlier cases, I have told you that means I have taken it on kilohertz frequency. So if it increases this frequency, that means if it increases this frequency from 1 kilohertz to 1.5 kilohertz or 2 kilohertz or 3 kilohertz, it will not increase or decrease the frequency deviation. Your frequency deviation will remain constant. But if you increases this frequency, suppose if you have taken a audio signal of 2 kilohertz, okay, you have taken a audio frequency of 2 kilohertz. So in this case, what will be the change? In this case, your here the variation. That means you see here the variation of will be faster. That means normal frequency, maximum frequency, again normal frequency, right? That is normal frequency, maximum frequency, again normal, again minimum, again normal, again maximum. That is this change, these variations will be faster if you increases the frequency of the audio signal. And if you decreases the frequency of the signal, that means if you say it is just only 500 hertz. So at this case, your variation of your signal, variation of your frequencies, that means from maximum to minimum to normal, it will be slower, just like this. That means you see here the center frequency 100 kilohertz, maximum frequency 130 kilohertz, again minimum frequency, again normal frequency 100 kilohertz, minimum frequency 70 kilohertz, maximum again normal frequency 100, again it will be 130. And in this case, they have taken in this example, they have taken your center frequency is the 100 kilohertz, and they have taken their frequency deviation as the 30 kilohertz. Okay. So what will be the maximum frequency? Your maximum frequency will be 130.
130.
Yes, your minimum frequency will be
70.
70. So you see in this case, so in this case, you see at the base starting, that means at the point A, at this point A, they have just only the normal frequency of 100 kilohertz. So at the point B, when the amplitude becomes peak, at this point they have got their maximum frequency 130 kilohertz. At this point C, you see at this point C, at this point C, here at this point C, when the amplitude becomes 0, again they have got their normal carrier was center frequency. Again at point D, when the negative peak, at this point there will be minimum frequency of 70 kilohertz. So at the again point E, F, they have got their maximum frequency. So you see there is a frequency variations, right? That is how fast, that is variation of your frequency 100, 130, 170, 100. Again, there's a sequence. That is normal frequency, maximum frequency, normal frequency, minimum frequency, again normal frequency. So how fast this sequence will occur, it will depends on the frequency of the audio signal. If you increases the frequency, this sequence will come faster. That means normal, minimum, again normal, again minimum, right? This. But the frequency of this audio signal will not change the frequency deviation. So that's how the frequency modulation happens. That's how the FM modulated signal changes its frequency, or that's how your frequency of the carrier signal varies with the amplitude of the audio signal, and this is known as the frequency modulation. I have nothing more to say about this frequency modulation right now. So if you have any question, you can ask me, or if you have any problem regarding this one. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to know?
No, sir.
Anybody? Nobody have any question? Listen, everybody. After today's class, okay. After today's class, the topics I have covered, that is amplitude modulation. And in case of amplitude modulation, I have studied, I have taught you so much topics. That is analysis. There are some maths, modulation factor, and today's frequency modulation. I can take a spot test in next class. That is tomorrow. Okay. I can
Sorry,
take
sir.
I can take a spot viva tomorrow, so you can prepare yourself up to today's topics.
Today's talks, sir, or all previous class.
All topics. That means from the starting of the first class to today's class, I can take a viva tomorrow. So prepare yourself.
Okay.
Taifa.
Okay, sir.
Everybody clear?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So prepare yourself and go through my video lectures. If you face any trouble, I think it will be clear if you go through my video lectures several times, 1 or 2 times. এই জাহিদুল ইসলাম শুনতেছো?
জি স্যার, শুনতেছি।
কালকে একটা ছোটখাটো ভাইবা নিতে পারি, একটু প্রিপারেশন নিও তো, ওই যা যা পড়াইছে এই পর্যন্ত, amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, why we modulate a signal like this.
Okay, sir.
And those who are absent today, please convey my message to them. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Inshallah, sir. Sir, also try to share with us this video.
Yes. Just my aim is to know you. That means you just go through the lectures, previous topics, because you may forget many things, because I have taken your previous classes on maybe 1 month ago, so you may forget that topic, amplitude modulation or modulation.
Yes, sir.
So my aim is to remind you the topics I have covered, or the things you have learned from this communication course so far. So that's why I will take a viva, short viva maybe, just tomorrow. So prepare yourself.
Okay, sir. No problem.
Anything I can do for you so that you may understand better? Murase or Kaneko, Gidi, anything I have to do or I can do for you so that you may understand my topics better? Any method or any approach I should follow?
No, sir, but before tomorrow, if we got any inquiry or any question about regarding last class, if we have, we will contact you, right?
No problem. No, but I'm asking you that if can I do something more or can I do something extra or in my teaching methodology so that you may understand better.
That this is good, sir.
Yes.
Happen. Yes.
This method is easier, sir.
Okay, no problem. Okay, then stay fine, stay well. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.